welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about a VOD release from earlier this year, She Dies Tomorrow. Before I begin, let me know in the comments if you were looking forward to this or what your thoughts were if you've seen it already, and make sure to give this a thumbs up if you like these reviews. It helps me out immensely if you do that. Also, if you're new here and you like movies, whether it be blockbusters, hidden gems, or everything in between, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with reviews of new releases and some classics. But now, let's jump right into it. This stars Kate Lyn Sheil as Amy, a young woman who just purchased a house who claims that she's going to die tomorrow. After she speaks to her friend Jane, played by Jane Addams, Amy's claims become infectious and soon spread to a party that Jane attends, causing everyone to now also say they're going to die tomorrow. Now completely infected, everyone figures out how they'll spend their supposed last day. This was released back in August and is written and directed by Amy Seimetz, making her feature debut as a director, previously just working as an actor. And it's distributed by Neon, which is one of my favorite companies for independent films along with A24. I try to stay on top of as many of their releases as I can, so I want to talk about this briefly. I'll say this was another solid addition to their catalog. Right off the bat, I think Seimetz is a very good director. She has a keen eye for visuals, with some of the camera angles being great. There are a lot of well-crafted wide shots, especially at the party that Jane attends. And the color palette used was also beautiful to look at. Any character who's infected will experience these very trippy hallucinations where they see these different color flashes, and sometimes they'll experience things in slow motion. So a lot of these moments were honestly just gorgeous. You can snapshot most of these and they'd be wonderful to see. This also touches upon some thought-provoking themes, because it raises the question, what would you do if you knew you were going to die tomorrow? As more people become infected, we'll see the different ways in which they handle this news that today's supposedly their last day. A lot of them will suddenly start saying things that they kept a secret, they'll take risks that they never took before, and they reflect on the decisions they made up until that point. And I thought that was really nice and very poignant. This can resonate with a lot of people. Though despite its heavy themes, some of it's also played at times for laughs. This is one part psychological thriller, one part horror comedy. The laughs stem from these moments of one person freaking out, trying to grapple with their supposed impending death, and they're talking to someone who's yet to be infected, and because of the dynamic between some of the characters pre-infection, it'll be pretty funny. I'd say one of the highlights for me is when Jane arrives at the birthday party of her sister-in-law Susan, played by Katie Aselton, who doesn't like her to begin with, and as Susan tries to keep the conversations lighthearted, Jane keeps going on about how she's going to die, and Susan will start losing her cool with her, and some of the exchanges that we get out of it got some pretty good laughs out of me. And there were a lot of these moments, so because of the laughs and because of the themes it touched upon, I thought this was a pretty good time. However, I can see audiences being divided over it, and you may find yourself either loving it or hating it. The story, to be honest, can be bare bones, and that's unfortunately the movie's weakest aspect. I didn't think it was terrible, mainly because I thought it did a good job of hitting the themes it wanted to hit, but this isn't a film that's interested in finding a solution to its ultimate problem. This isn't focused on a bunch of characters who are looking to see if they can stop their supposed deaths from happening, and if that's what you're looking for, you're going to be disappointed. As I said, it's more about these characters coming to terms with their own mortality, and what they'll do at times is constantly repeat themselves, telling everyone around them multiple times that they're going to die tomorrow. A lot of the time, it's played for laughs due to the reactions from the other characters, but it may wear some people down, and you may find this a bit boring after a while. And it also tends to be a little abstract. There are a few scenes, such as some of the characters' hallucinations, that may not make a whole lot of sense, and there will be a few scenes open to interpretation, and may leave things a bit too open-ended, especially in the third act, without spoiling anything. It will especially end on a pretty divisive note, so because of that, I can see some people really not liking this, and I totally get why. For me, because it hit its theme so well and had a lot of moments that I found funny, I was able to enjoy it. A lot of people are going to be split on this one. On one hand, it's pretty funny and it's a film that's thematically strong. It's also shot incredibly well, with some stunning direction and cinematography. On the other hand, its screenplay, while not bad, is the weakest element. It can feel a bit repetitive at times, and it tends to be abstract in certain critical areas that may cause audiences to be frustrated with it, and it may take away from their enjoyment of the film. I usually don't like movies that leave things too open-ended, so I can understand the frustration with this one, but I thought it gave us enough to work with. Personally, I enjoyed it, but I'd only recommend it if you're into films that are out of the ordinary. She Dies Tomorrow gets a 7 out of 10. So let me know, did you see She Dies Tomorrow, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like the themes? Did you find it funny at all? And what's one of your favorite horror comedies? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you next time.